Gotta say, exercise is not exactly fun. I find it very unmotivating in the beginning, and I just typically fall off and go back to munching on some snacks on the couch and just chilling around. This was even worse due to the ongoing pandemic, since it made us just go stay at home, do nothing mainly, besides like play video games or watch the Netflixes or Disney Pluses. Video games that require little to no action, besides just moving your thumbs around on the controller, really pressing some other buttons with your fingers. That's really it. If only there were video games that were exciting and fun to use, but also incorporated exercise. Too bad there isn't anything like that exists. Oh Let me just say, for the record, games that do not use music as a main gimmick for exercise are not bad. Games like Wii Fit Plus and Ring Fit Adventure are really solid games that do offer some sort of exercise within your workout routine, but the appeal behind it could run dry after a while, since the main point of it is exercise. Unless you're fully committed and dedicated, I really don't see you going back to one of those games for a long while unless you find it fun again. This is also to say that these games and the others I'll be talking about later are not full-blown workouts. They're not ones to completely lose weight or get you those gains that you're looking for. The games I'll be talking about in this video is Just Dance, Dance Central, Beat Saber, the fitness boxing games, and one last surprise I'll leave to the end of the video. Dance Central is a music rhythm game series developed by Harmonix for the Xbox 360, Xbox One, and VR. The last two being to my surprise. I thought this series was dead, like how dead I feel inside. This was a favorite of mine on the Xbox 360 era, just because I would religiously play it constantly. Dance Central 2 and 3, more specifically, with high def being my crew that I always represented. These games, like the other games I'll be talking about later, allowed you to play through many popular songs at the time with fun dance moves while utilizing the Xbox Kinect. Yeah, you heard me right. The Xbox Kinect gets a really bad reputation for not always working the best.
When I start making movements with my avatar, it instantly mimics me on screen.
But the Kinect really shined here when you utilize the cameras, since it works so well in tracking you in out of dance sessions. There was fun little sections where you'd be able to dance, goof off, and it would play it back to you, and it was really cool. It was really awesome. I loved it. Aside from just doing the regular dance mode, there is a fitness mode in Dance Central where you'd be able to dance away and burn some calories while you're at it. In this fitness mode, it does add some visual features that allow you to keep track of how many calories you lost and how much time left is in the song. Even without the fitness feature, you're dancing away to many different songs, which helps with the main goal of exercising, because of course, the constant dancing, bound to break a sweat. Unfortunately, I can only recommend trying out Dance Central 1, 2, and 3 at the very most, but even then, it is held back due to the inconvenience of being available only on an older console. I have not tried Dance Central Spotlight or Dance Central VR, and I can't give proper opinions on them, but from what I've seen through YouTube videos, other stuff while I was researching for this video, they really do not look like the best from what I've seen. It feels like at this point, the series has lost what made it amazing in the first place and just made Dance Central Spotlight and Dance Central VR soulless cash grabs to older fans, since it clearly can't stand up anymore against the beast that is now Just Dance. Really, the only upside is having a fuller body experience and dancing with the Xbox Kinect, since it tracks your entire body. Downsides are that these games are extremely limited by the lack of soundtracks available with no such program like Just Dance Unlimited, which we'll talk about in a bit. Lastly is the lack of accessibility, as I mentioned earlier. Xbox 360, Dance Central 1, 2, and 3. That's it. You can't play it on Xbox One, because then there's Spotlight, not that great, and then the VR. You would have to find an Xbox 360 and Kinect laying around to be able to enjoy it. I clearly have fond memories of these titles and maybe a little bit biased towards them, but it still provides a fun experience in casual dancing and exercise, but it's really hard to justify it in 2021 if you don't already have this stuff easily accessible to you. Speaking of which, Just Dance, another music rhythm game series developed by Ubisoft, released on the Nintendo Wii, PlayStation 3, Xbox 360, Wii U, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, Nintendo Switch, upcoming on PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series S/X, and even on Google Stadia. Holy moly! This massive behemoth of a franchise is made available almost everywhere, from the yearly release that Just Dance pumps out like Ubisoft tends to do with their most popular titles because they like to milk their franchise. I mean, it is justified, although it is quite annoying, since Just Dance sells really well and justifies the yearly release with the new songs attached to each new yearly version of the game. Alongside that, as I mentioned earlier when I was talking about Dance Central, is the Just Dance Unlimited program. Although shoehorned into the game as an unskippable advertisement, helps keep these games relevant and fun since it further enhances the catalog of songs to play. In all honesty, it helps the franchise not turn into something dated as Dance Central is, with a limited catalog and very few, if any, DLC songs. Just Dance Unlimited has a 30-day free trial priced at $2.99 for 24 hours, $3.99 for a month, $9.99 for 3 months, and $24.99 for a whole year, with over 600 songs and exclusive content each month. Pricing kinda whack, but although I do sound like an advertisement for Ubisoft, I'm not sponsored by them obviously, I'm a nobody talking about video games for God's sakes, I actually still think that this service is actually really good. As I mentioned earlier, it thinks that those yearly releases are a thing, and if you want the newest songs, you gotta get them. However, there still remains that level of consistency even if you don't purchase them, since you still have that wide range of songs to choose from because of the Just Dance Unlimited program. Aside from the program, is Just Dance a viable source of exercise? I would definitely say so. Just like Dance Central, Just Dance also offers a fitness mode. This mode keeps track of how many calories you lost and how much time is left in the song, so you could be tortured in knowing you're nowhere near done. Although Just Dance uses some sort of motion tracking in a singular device, whether that being your phone or a Joy-Con, Just Dance involves your entire body, not just the one part of your body that you're scored on. It keeps you involved, extremely active, and it is a lot of fun. It really does not feel like exercise, and if you don't agree, please be my guest and play a song on extreme difficulty and perform it well. Let's see how tired you are after that. But I digress. Just Dance is a definite recommended dancing workout game with its vast catalog, with purchase of Just Dance Unlimited of course, consistent yearly release, and outstanding availability on almost any console. Just Dance 2020 was the last Just Dance game released for the Nintendo Wii. That console is 15 years old. Who is still buying these games for their Wii? Beat Saber is a VR rhythm video game developed and published by Beat Games. Very creative, guys, very creative. Available through VR services only, such as like PlayStation VR, Oculus Rift/Quest, PC, etc. The whole premise is you slashing little blocks at the timing of various popular songs. Although this game is far different compared to games like Just Dance and Dance Central, it still offers a way to be able to exercise with the use of your arms, especially for more intense songs like the ones I'll be showing thanks to my friend Fillmore. Please check him out, his links are down in the description. Just look at this stuff. Look at this sexy man go through this entire song so easily. Of course with a lot of practice, but still, that's impressive. Although it is a lot of arm waving, imagine how tired your arms will get once you go through many different songs at a high intensity. Unfortunately, your boy is broke and doesn't own a VR headset to play Beat Saber, but once I do, that's honestly the first game and probably the only game I'd get for VR. I would definitely recommend it since it offers a massive soundtrack that is also expendable thanks to modding with community made tracks, customization, and more. And as I mentioned earlier, can definitely be a workout used for your arms when slashing through all those blocks. And come on guys, let's be frank. I know that you're not using that VR headset for anything else besides using it to fill that dark void in your heart for not being someone's little PogChamp. Next up, Fitness Boxing 1 and 2 are boxing workout games. Who could have imagined? It's in the title. They were developed by Imagineer and published by Nintendo. You utilize different boxing moves like jabs, hooks, uppercuts to the rhythm of popular songs. At face value, it seems like a watered down Wii Fit, but only in the form of boxing. Prove me wrong. When actually looking at the game, it offers multiple fitness options that can cater to your workout and can even select a fitness goal. This definitely is more dedicated to exercise as the main premise, but still uses music as the main gimmick alongside it. For me, this game doesn't seem all that interesting and seems extremely repetitive, so I honestly, if I had the chance to get it, I wouldn't. Also why? Because the game is how much? $49.99? I don't think so. But I mean, it is definitely an option to use and may offer a great workout with its in-depth system of a varied and different workout sessions. Also, Fitness Boxing 1 and 2 are largely the same games besides the soundtrack being changed and other smaller additions. I don't really have much else to say about this game, so on to the next one. Last, but definitely not least, oh dear lord, Dance Dance Revolution. This is a whole other level of dance, and it is known to be the most competitive scene of dance there ever is and ever was. You may ask me, what do you mean, Musical Joker? It's just you tapping your feet on 4 directional pads in time with the music you select. It's really not that hard. Well, you are somewhat right. It is that simple. But you clearly do not know the extent of what this series is truly made of. This game is for the hardcore peeps, the workout gaming gurus, the kind of people that like pulp in their orange juice. I know, it'll be okay. In all seriousness, some background on Dance Dance Revolution, or DDR for short, moving forward. It is yet again, obviously, another music dance video game series, but this one is produced by Konami. DDR were games made available at local arcades and also were made to be on home consoles such as the Nintendo Wii, PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2. DDR is the pioneer of the dance and rhythm genre in video games, and of course with exercise and fitness. Introduced in Japan in 1998 and released in North America and Europe in 1999, the whole gist of the game is utilizing a dance pad to step on colored arrows on time with the music and visual cues. It has since been met with critical acclaim for everything I have discussed and more. The music, whether licensed or ones made in-house by Konami, were actually amazing and offered them, of course, in several difficulties going from easy to expert or extreme. I just want to say that, man, I love Dance Dance Revolution. I still have my DDR dance pad and game for the Wii, and I tend to go back to it quite often. My love for it has further grown due to some exposure I've had in regards to watching several people go absolute ham when it was their turn to step up to the stage. Mind you, this was in person. The competitive scene is literal the stuff of nightmares and absolute awesomeness at the same time. Just like Dance Central and Just Dance, you can also dance with a friend alongside you and beat them to the ground for thinking they can step up to the dancing king. Unfortunately, there have not been any new home releases for DDR, which makes me a little sad since the series is amazing and still alive today. DDR has had many, and I mean many, iterations, whether that's newer versions of DDR or spin-off DDR games like Disney DDR and DDR Mario Mix for the GameCube. That goes to show how popular this franchise is. The last release for DDR was back in 2020 for an arcade-only version for the 20th anniversary. Honestly, I understand why those games are not available for consoles anymore, since it is more expensive to ship out the game with a dance pad, but man, I would love to see a return to consoles at some point or another, or just more gaming areas like arcades have Dance Dance Revolution available. I feel like I barely see them anymore because Dance Dance Revolution is beautiful. I miss you, Dance Dance Revolution. Come back to me.
What are you doing?
I'm one with the dance pad.
What?
Step on me! These games are great when you're trying to have some fun and some good exercise as well. I definitely have more of an attachment to Just Dance, Dance Central, and DDR, but really all these games offer a great variety of ways to implement them into your workout and definitely could be justified as such. So if you're trying to get a decent workout and plan to add some form of video games, such as these into your routine, I would say go for it and don't let anyone else tell you different. Exercise is hard and requires a lot of determination and motivation. If these games, at least one of them, offers you that push you need in helping you better yourself, then do it and have fun. Make it as much of a non-workout as possible. Just be careful looking at Dance Dance Revolution's way. There's no mercy for you if you do. Well, thanks so much for watching this video. It did take me a while to put out, but I hope you enjoyed it, even a little. I would greatly appreciate it if you were to like, comment, or even subscribing. Until we meet again, farewell.